Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Audrey's Reading Area. I have another fun and exciting book for you guys, but please first hit subscribe. Now, the fun and exciting book that I have for you guys as you are listening to me read it is called Too Perfect. Too Perfect. This book is written by Trudy Ludwig and it's illustrated by Lisa Fields. Let's see what this book Too Perfect has to say, because I know it's going to be fun and exciting. So it says, have you ever wished you could be somebody else? I have. I wished I was Kayla. Then all my problems would go away like magic. Poof! No more frizzy hair and freckles. I'd have cool clothes instead of boring hand-me-downs. I'd get straight A's instead of a bunch of B's and C's. I'd be a better me, smarter, thinner, prettier, and I'd have more friends. Mom always said, Macy, you're perfect just the way you are. But she didn't know perfect. She didn't know Kayla. In class, I watched Kayla all the time. If I looked hard enough, maybe I'd find the secret to being perfect. Then I'd live happily ever after, just like Kayla. A few weeks ago, my teacher, Miss Kim, assigned Kayla to be my science project partner. So on Monday after school, we got together at Kayla's house to start working on our project. What's that? She asked when she saw the plate I was holding. Brownies, I said. My mom baked them for a study treat. You want one? No, thanks. I've already eaten. While we studied, I ate a brownie. Every time I took a bite, Kayla watched me. Are you sure you don't want a brownie? I asked her. I already told you I had a snack, she snapped back. Besides, my mom says eating sweets makes you fat. Did Kayla think I was fat? I put my brownie down and didn't take another bite. Oh boy. On Thursday, Mom dropped me off at Kayla's soccer game so we could work on our project afterwards. I watched Kayla run up and down the soccer field. She was so fast. If I played like her, I bet those girls would love to have me on their team. Pass the ball, Kayla shouted at Anna, her teammate. Pass it now! Anna did what Kayla told her, but when Kayla finally kicked the ball, she missed the goal. This is your fault, Kayla hissed at Anna. If you had passed the ball to me sooner, I would have had a perfect shot. It's just a game, Kayla. We're supposed to be having fun, said another teammate. I'm not here for fun. I'm here to win, she replied as she stomped off the field. Hi, Kayla, I shouted, running after her. You were great out there. Not great enough, she mumbled as she looked at her dad. But you really tried hard to make that goal. What good is trying if you don't win? That's when I started to think that being perfect wasn't easy or fun. On Sunday, Kayla came over so we could finish up our project. Every time she wrote a sentence, she would erase it. Kayla, what are you doing? I asked her. I'm not happy with the ending. It's not good enough. I looked over her shoulder. But I like what you wrote. What's wrong with it? Everything, she said, crumpling the report in her hands. Kayla, stop it, I yelled as I grabbed the papers from her. Our report is due tomorrow. You don't understand, said Kayla, and then she started to cry. I tried to make her feel better, but I wasn't much help. Mom overheard Kayla sniffling and asked her if she was okay. I'm just coming down with a cold. I could tell Mom didn't believe her, but she left us alone anyway. After Kayla went home, Mom asked me why she'd been crying. I explained what had happened with our report. Everything Kayla does has to be perfect. Too perfect, if you ask me, I grumbled. Then I told Mom how angry Kayla got at the soccer game. I also overheard Kayla saying that she was going on a diet so she could be super thin like her big sister. I can't believe Kayla thinks she's fat, I said. I'd be so happy if I looked like her. Mom was quiet after that. I asked Mom if she was ever disappointed in me because I wasn't as thin, smart, or pretty as she'd like me to be. Honey, I love you for who you are, she answered, not for who you think I want you to be. Life isn't perfect. We aren't perfect, Mom added. But by trying new things and learning from our mistakes, we can become better at whatever we choose to do. Macy, do you remember when you took swimming lessons? Uh-huh. I was scared at first. But then the more you practiced, the stronger you got. And now I love to swim, she said. Are you happy doing what you love to do? Yeah. Do you know what makes Kayla happy, Mom asked. I thought hard about it for a few minutes, but I couldn't come up with anything, which really surprised me. Kayla was as close to perfect as anyone I knew, but I couldn't think of one thing that made her happy. Mom told me that lots of kids, even grown-ups, put pressure on themselves or felt pressured by others to act or look a certain way. Being happy doesn't come from being perfect, she said. It comes from trusting and accepting who you are, mistakes and all. On Monday, Kayla didn't come to school. I waited until after class to hand in our report. When Miss Kim asked me why it was all crumpled, I told her what had happened the night before. Then she asked more questions. I didn't want to answer because I was afraid of getting Kayla in trouble. Macy, said Miss Kim, I'm just trying to understand how big of a problem this is for Kayla. You obviously care about Kayla. Thanks for letting me know, said Miss Kim. I'll meet with the school counselor to see what we can do to help Kayla. When I came home from school that day, I told Mom about my talk with Miss Kim. She was glad that I had shared my worries with my teacher. Then Mom suggested we have appreciation time. Once a week, we're going to have appreciation time once a week, where we take turns at the dinner table saying one thing that we appreciate about each other. Let's celebrate who we are instead of complaining about who we aren't, she explained. Appreciation time has helped me a lot. Hearing my family say how much they appreciate me feels really good. I also like seeing how happy my family and friends are when I tell them what I like and respect about them. I know that I'm not perfect, but that doesn't mean I can't do good things. Mom says no one can do a better job being Macy than me. You know what? I think she's right. The end. The end. Wow. Wasn't that a fun and exciting book? Now, it has a note in the back, and I'm going to read you a little bit. It says, in Trudy Ludwig's beautifully crafted story, Macy envies her friend Kayla, a classmate, whose world looks perfect. But as Macy gets to know Kayla better, both she and the reader learn that Kayla's life is anything but enviable. Kayla doesn't seem to be permitted to lose, or to have fun, or to be anything less than perfect. Losers are frowned upon and are not acceptable. And the brief glimpses we get of perceived judgment and disapproval from Kayla's parents hint at the sources of these beliefs. Kayla is trapped. Too perfect would make a sufficient point if it was simply an observation about the discouraging and burdensome lives that perfectionists routinely experience. It goes beyond that, though. With impressive succinctness and empathic clarity, Ludwig gives us a glimmer of what it is like to be Kayla. We see a young girl who is talented, energetic, yet profoundly sad and anxious. When Macy tries to reassure her that she is good enough as she is, Kayla says Macy doesn't understand. Indeed, to a perfectionist, accepting less than perfect is tantamount to admitting that one is a lesser person. Perfectionism is a burden, you guys. It is never healthy. The struggle to be perfect, not just very good, but perfect, immerses perfectionists in lives of constant anxiety and self-judgment. The fear of imperfection is overwhelming. It leads defensively to chronic pressure to perform and to blame others who might appear to interfere with that performance. Research consistently demonstrates that perfectionism can be a fellow traveler to depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and disturbance in intimacy. The pursuit of excellence, which can certainly involve high motivation, strenuous effort, and critical self-reflection, parts company with perfectionism when the underlying motivations are understood. Perfectionists believe themselves to be what psychologists call conditionally acceptable. Their sense of themselves is that there may be some inherent flaw within them that makes them unacceptable as people, that perhaps if they can be perfect, acceptance will follow. The struggle to be perfect is a constant challenge, and since, in Macy's mom's words, life isn't perfect, we aren't perfect. It is definitely a losing battle. This book shows us how we might begin to what we learned that is that she is profoundly sad and discouraged. Perfectionism isn't a disease to be conquered. It is a self-esteem issue in need of healing. And this book shows just how we might begin to do just that. Yes, too perfect makes us aware of something else crucial to understanding the perfectionism. Kayla seems to the world to be arrogant, single-minded, and at times angry, but we learn that she is profoundly sad, anxious, and discouraged. Yeah. Was it too fun? But it was a learning experience. And thank you guys so much for listening to me read Too Perfect here at Audrey's Reading Area. And thank you again for joining me here. Please hit subscribe and share this video with everybody. See you soon.